Hello, and welcome to my walks with a camera. I am in New Jersey. Well, sort of New Jersey. Kinda. Not really. I'm actually on the north shore of Lake Erie in Ontario at a very small community called Port Ryerse. And Port Ryerse is interesting because it was founded in 1794 by a Lieutenant Colonel Samuel Ryerse of the 4th Battalion New Jersey Volunteers, an American loyalist during the American Revolutionary War. When the American Revolutionary War ended, Colonel Ryerse settled in New Brunswick and later moved to Upper Canada, where he received a very substantial land grant from John Graves Simcoe, and he built the village of Port Ryerse. During the War of 1812, there was a blockhouse here, and it was used as a supply depot by the British Army to collect barrels of flour from the local area. And in 1813, Port Ryerse, along with a number of other communities on the north shore of Lake Erie, were attacked and burned. There was a garrison of 6 British soldiers who were killed in that raid, and they may be buried somewhere in the cemetery behind this church. And this church was built in 1870. And this is the cemetery at Port Ryerse. The other interesting thing about this cemetery is there's a black family that was buried here as well. They were escaped slaves, and they came and settled in Port Ryerse in 1850. This whole area in Norfolk County was settled by a pretty mixed population. And during the 19th century, a lot of escaped blacks came and settled this area. This is a pretty little community, very small, very tiny, but very interesting, with an interesting history. You should visit. Very cool little place on the shores of Lake Erie. And just over beside the church is a very cool historic plaque about Lieutenant Colonel Samuel Ryerse, who settled this area. Places around where you live have all kinds of interesting stories. Stories like Samuel Ryerse coming to Upper Canada as an American loyalist who fought during the American Revolutionary War to support his king and to support his legal, lawful government. You should have a look around. Look for the stories that are in your area. Just remember, in your explorations, keep walking with a camera. Until next time, cheers. One really cool thing, I've been going by this church for years, and I finally got a look inside. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Till next time, cheers.